everybody, welcome to the stream. We've got Shax, who's part of our team, and he has been playing and participating in a land nomad competition. And well, maybe land nomad or it was water nomad as well.
W-
And we
Water
figured
Nomad.
we'll go through his games, learn from him what different strategies are for nomad, how he was thinking about the game, and go from there. Shax, over to you. I've got the maps on the stream.
Okay, yeah. So this is we were still playing the round robin first round. We got 8 players in each league, and it's a best of 3. We do have 7 maps, which which you're seeing on the screen. We have marooned, and except one, all of them are water maps. Except 2 actually. One of them has no water, and one of them has shorefish only, and the other all the rest of them have some semblance of a lot of water in there. All of these are nomad starts. You'd start without a TC. Is the same whatever civs resources you start with the exception of maroon, where every civ gets a 200 wood. And you want me to go to talk about each of the map right now?
Maybe we talk about the map that we're going to look at in the game right now. While
Okay.
we
Yeah,
play
yeah.
the game, we can talk about the map.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
I will switch to the game, and we should have the game up and running. Cool. Yeah.
Okay. So the way it works, like both players ban a map, then both players pick one map each, and then both players ban a map, and then the last map is basically your game one, whichever map is left. And in the civ drought between me and Mike, the last game that was left was this triple pond inspection. And it's a very crazy map actually. I don't believe I've seen it ever before in any tournament or anything like that. So basically you start with 3 TCs, but you have to build those TCs. You can see these cards. These cards are basically TCs. You have to like unpack them, and they have the same. You don't have to build them. You don't have to use villagers, but you need to unpack them wherever you want to unpack them, and it takes somewhat the same amount of time it takes to build a TC. You start with 3 of them, and you start with roughly you start with 9 villagers each. There is water in the middle. There are a lot of resources. There's a lot of gold all the way around the border of the map. You'll see that all the gold piles and stone piles all across the border. And then there is a lot of hunt. There is a lot of deer. 3 packs of deer, pretty much like throughout. I'm not. And we do have relics as well, but I don't believe anybody cares about them because there's too much gold on this map to begin with.
And Sarah Gold is in the back mostly.
All the gold is in the back, so it's not hittable through the water. Basically, that was the whole point of, I think, having the gold so far away, so nobody like try and create galleys and just deny you
Interesting.
gold access.
Interesting.
So yeah, it is a very crazy map because with three TCs and basically no starting resources, it's very hard to get food and get your all 3 TCs up and running. It takes like a long time to have your eco running, and it gives you a good like 15 minutes, 11 minutes of hardcore struggle trying to get the 3 TCs running. And you can see that even the water in the middle, there's not a whole lot of deep fish. There's just like 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4
exactly.
blocks.
कुछ ज़्यादा है
So
नहीं.
yeah, it's just like a kind of show, which is why I personally, even though Gambit disagrees with me, I don't bother fighting water in this at all. I just initially get a couple fishing ships, maybe 4 out to have that a little bit of food going. But otherwise, I usually don't even bother about water in this one because there is literally is. I personally don't think it's worth fighting
Got it.
or
ठीक है.
contesting.
So I'll start playing the game. And you mentioned 3 TCs, so you got your. So you knew that these cards unpack into TCs, or did it take you
Yeah.
like a few seconds?
Nah, I practiced this match with Gambit before, so I kind of
Okay.
knew. And I picked Byzantines in this one. He in the safe drought he picked Mongols. I knew he was gonna play Mongols over here, and I'll talk about why I picked Byzantines. And once the thing gets going. So you can see these TCs are unpacking. Basically, just pulled it right next to wood lines. That's the only thing we need because eventually we would need to start creating mills and farms. So all three of them are gonna be right next to the wood. Anywhere there's some wood.
So you don't need your villagers to build this. This will keep just
No.
unpacking and make itself. So you can
Yep.
collect resources while that is happening.
Correct. Yep. So everybody goes on wood, and these two are going to build a dock and start shore fishing, kind of.
Okay, so Mike has already spent his 50 wood somewhere. So he built a lumber camp.
So yeah, nah, he built a dock. So he was before he that's basically the strategy to get the basically the only thing that matters right now is somehow start collecting the food. Because 3 TCs once they get started, once they're up, it's gonna be you're gonna see in the bottom right corner the idle TC time. You can already see the numbers are going really crazy right now.
So it's a very, very interesting game mechanic of unpacking to make.
Yeah, I don't think.
TCs.
Have you seen this map before? I never saw this map before.
This is the first time I've seen the map. Okay, he's got 1 TC up. You've got 2, 3. I think even he's got all his 3 TCs up.
Pretty much, yep.
Okay, so Byzantines, was there a strategy for choosing Byzantines here?
Yes, so Byzantines, in my opinion, is one of the most bang average civs when it comes to feudal age and castle age, but it is one of the most alpha civs when it comes to post-temp play. And given that their imperial age is cheaper, whole game plan was to hit imperial age by 22 minutes, go arbs and rams. And that was the game plan. That was why Byzantine was picked. I know I was up against Mongols. It did not bother me too much, even with all the hunt out there, because the game was gonna be the game. I was planning to play it in AIM anyways, and I don't think once with the game plan I had, I don't think Mongols could have done much against that. That was the whole game plan. Their slow start is why Byzantines is not like talked about, but it is, I still believe, one of the S tier post-temp civs out there.
Byzantines noted. I'm trying to try new civs. I've been playing with Ethiopians and Mayans most of the time, Bohemians every now and then, so I want to try different civs.
Yep. I've been a very big fan of Byzantines post-temp play. Even in Black Forest with their katas, and it's just insane. They have everything. You name it, they have it. They have cheaper camels, cheaper skirms, cheaper halves. Almost everything is fully upgraded. I don't think they're missing anything. They do miss bloodlines, but they still get paladins and everything. They are a very complete civ. It's just like they have 0 eco bonuses, and it's very hard to get them going in the beginning. But once they are up and running, they literally, I think, are top tier post-temp late M civs. I mean, I don't think there are many better late M civs which can trash well, which can do gold units well, everything well. You name it, they got it.
This guy's already almost in castle. Wills, you have a lot more wills than him.
Yeah,
almost like 10 wills lead.
Correct. Yep. I was again. That was everything going as per plan. I think the whole idea was 22 minutes. I'm gonna hit imp, and that's somewhat the same time he will be coming with some kind of army. That's what I was expecting. Like he would be coming with some knights. I don't think he's gonna be coming with Mangudai that early, but he would be coming with some sort of knights. And you see that when I saw he invested in water, I was like, that's even better. So
this was where he kind of, you in anyways weren't really caring too much about water.
I was done. You see, I have farms everywhere. I'm not bothered about water at all. I have pretty much farms on all 3 TCs up and running.
Right. Yeah, he only has like few farms, like 4 or 5 farms, I think.
Yep.
And 1 on this other TC, so 6 farms. Whereas you are all on farm eco. 13 farms here and then another 8 here.
Yep. And this is like I've hit feudal, and so this is where I was supposed to start
Why is he
stonewalling.
walling you from your two
He
bases?
didn't know my TC was there.
Acha.
So this was another case. So this right here, like right now, as soon as I hit feudal, the again that game plan was that I am supposed to be walling both sides, and I started the wall on the other side. I started the wall on this side too, and he told me later that he was shocked how quickly I went up to Castle Age, and he just panicked, started walling. He's walling on the other
Oh.
side too as well,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
So he
and
didn't realize that you were here when he was doing this wall.
no. He said I had no idea you were there, and when my villagers came and I fought him, I spent way too many villagers. That was probably not necessary.
University. First building as a university.
Yeah, because I need to click up. I have resources. I'm in 22. I'm gonna be an imp. That's the whole.
Holy
I
shit, this
have
is
resources.
crazy.
I don't know why I'm not clicking up. Maybe I. Oh, okay. Monastery was missing. So yeah, I've already clicked up. That was delayed because of his villagers walking around and walling me. Otherwise, I have gone up a minute before.
This is crazy. So 9 will start. That gives
Yep.
you such a huge advantage.
Correct. Yep. As Byzantines, that basically takes away a lot of the early game weaknesses we expect.
This is a crazy map. Like you guys are so close to each other.
Yep. Well, he decided. I don't know. That is he like unpacked his TC way back to the border. I don't know why he did that. So this was a problem. He was killing my houses. I did not accounted for that. I was housed for a very long period of time. I did not
Yeah, yeah,
realize
you
he
are
killed
out
at
right
least
now.
like eight houses that I built over here, and he started sending in scouts. I am confused what's going on because I think I'm walled. I don't know how his scouts got in. I just never looked that. I built an outpost and I thought I was walled. And if you look on the other side, that's where I'm building my archery ranges. I have like
Yep.
one, two, three, six archery ranges out there, and I'm planning to attack from here. I thought that that whole side over there is walled, and that's pretty much what killed me. Cause I am aim. I've clipped ARBs. I'm gonna start throwing down my siege rams, and it was pretty much GG. If I didn't had to go the other side, if I just broke in, started going from this side, it was GG. Pretty much like in the next 5, maybe not GG, but I had a like clear advantage growing. When I had to move this whole army to the other side, just because I forgot to wall that one part. I
Oh.
don't know. It was like a blank head. I don't know what happened. It somehow I forgot that wall. What happened there? I have no idea. But the thing was, I just forgot to wall it, and it delayed pretty much everything. Now he's up to imp, and I'm trying to. Had to walk my arms all the way to the other side. I don't have siege up yet. I just clicked it. I just got the first one out. I just have one siege workshop. Just about to build the second one. I don't think I've clicked bracer yet. I don't. I haven't even clicked actually.
Yeah, you don't have Botkin either.
Yeah, but I don't. I haven't even clicked Botkin either. So it just. I was just confused where those. Now I'm stone. Now I saw it, and you see on the upper side, I'm stonewalling.
Oh yeah.
And it's still open on this side, which is bad for my strategy
I
because
mean,
I
the whole
need to
thing
close
is
it
open in
down.
the front.
But this is already a lost cause now because I can't do damage. The early spike that I was supposed to get from Arbalist, I can't do anything about it. He's walled. I don't even have bracer, so I'm not hitting his. I was confused. I later realized why I was not able to hit his mangonels. I didn't even had bracer at that time. I'm trying to drop a castle something. Maybe another thing is I should have just left this area because this is a very small part of the map, and you can see that I still haven't walled. I don't know what. It was a complete panic on my end probably. Had I walled this and my eco was safe, now you can see I overchopped on this side and he's in.
Yeah, and then a little late reaction because you were probably figuring out what to do with
Yep.
microing your archers here.
Now I start losing the population lead. I just lost like 10-ish villagers, and I'm still not able to do any damage. I have done zero damage basically right now, and I have
Yeah,
Mangadize
his
in my
KD is
base.
62. He's killed like 62 villagers.
Yep. So he ran his scouts in. He ran his step lancers in. I had no protection at home. I was never on stone. So that was not the plan. The plan was just to stonewall and hit it when the time comes. And you can see I'm still I have it's minute 32 almost, and I've done zero damage. He's there. He's safe. No problem whatsoever. I
And he's
still don't.
expanding on the other sides of the map as well.
Yep. So he has a bigger. He has like what 60% of the map. He has step lancers in my base. He has Mangada in my base. Half of my base villagers are 30 villagers idle. So at this point, I already know that the game was over. There's not a whole lot I can do much. I was just seeing if he like messes up big time, which he didn't. He's a 1200 some 1200 player, I believe.
Acha.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, again, this is just me. Now let me know what you think. Would this work if I was stonewalled?
I think if you would have just either given up this base
Mm-hmm.
and just been like, fine, whatever, I'm not going to get this base. I have most of my army over here. I'm going to try and kill his eco here. Or maybe if you had like the scouting intelligence to see where he has bulk of his villages. Because here also he has like, he already had a castle. By the time you had your
Yep.
arbs ready, he had a defensive castle.
But that was the only castle he had, and the initial the practice I did, I usually put 3 siege workshops down, and then one I click up Capram, and the 2 just produce and keep sending them forward with the Arbalest.
Yeah, yeah, this fight was, I think, you trying to save this eco was probably something that you spent more time while your main, because I don't think this area was your main eco to begin with. All your eco was here, your
On this
biggest,
side.
like you
Yep.
had your 2 TCs here, you had a lot of farms here. So
And
protecting this
and
eco would have worked better.
see, even on this side, I genuinely like that's the way I practice. I thought it was a stone wall, and when I called GG and I saw it, it was actually a palisade wall. I do not know what happened
So
because
it was
I
after the
exactly
game you
put.
realized what. Do you have a mod that changes the palisade into a stone wall?
No, I have no such thing. And I generally put like one villager on stone in feudal for that exact purpose because I'm not gonna build any more TCs. I'm done with 3 TCs more than enough for my game plan. So the 200 stone that we already get, and I put one more to like finish those walls in.
Yeah. You were
But
collecting
I
stone there.
don't know. It was just a complete mind going blank. I thought I was stonewalled, and I was actually completely open at one side, and the second side was a palisade wall. I mean, in Castle Age palisade wall, what was that gonna do? It was not gonna do much.
Yeah, I think that was probably it. Like once you realized that you didn't have the walls here, then you were like, "Oh crap, what do I do?" And then it was just
Yep. And the
analysis.
walking Arbalest all the way to the other side, I lost like maybe a couple minutes, maybe 3, and that was the whole power spike window that I had. That was
Ah,
gone pretty much.
the shock and awe value तभी था.
Yep. Yep. Because he told me literally later that you panicked me so badly in that first map that I had no idea I was actually planning to tower rush you at that time. So that's what if you see on the top side of it, he actually did place one tower. I denied
Yep.
one, he placed one. He was just completely panicked. He stonewalled everywhere, and he was planning to tower rush on me and send scouts. That was his game plan at that time.
Yeah, because
Which
I think you forced him into clicking up to him because you were in him
Yep.
way before him.
Yep.
Interesting.
It
So
was a fun
very,
matchup. It was fun. I wish it worked. I wish I did the things that I planned to the right way. I think it would have been better. But I still believe this is a very top civ for this kind of map. Once you if you stonewall it, because I did stonewall it against Gambit and it works flawlessly.
yeah, that's what Gambit is saying in chat as well. That you stonewalled and you just saved your eco and then you were able to protect it. I think that's what I was watching John Slow play today. I think he was playing non-arena maps for some reason, but he
Uh-huh.
was playing non-arena maps exactly like arena. He would build a palisade, he would build a stone wall behind it, and he would just build the whole map as arena.
Right. Yeah, that's the gameplay, my friend. That's the Byzantine power spikes. Because
Interesting.
once you're aimed with Byzantine and say you have 110 or 120 villagers, you can spam anything forever. There is a lot of gold still on the map. There is a lot of stone on the map. Byzantine can spam trash forever. And I mean, Mangodai is by far one of the best post-imp civilizations, and gold is not an issue on this map. But I still think that with the early Byzantine imp, I will like with the 22-minute imp uptime, and then you send a ball of 30 Arbalest with cap rams or siege rams. I it's still pretty good.
I think I should
But
try Byzantines on arena when we play team games.
Byzantine on Arena again. The slight problem with that is I don't think it's the best. It's S tier on Arena for reasons,
Acha.
and yeah, because see, the power spike we get is Arbless. You cannot. You have to walk in with the Arbless somewhere to take full advantage of the the
Yeah, that makes
Byzantinian
sense.
play.
Like yeah, if you're doing full arena like fast imp, then you'd rather be the pocket player, and if you're the pocket player, if
Correct.
you have archers, then what time लगता है?
Hmm. Exactly.
Interesting, interesting. Was this your
And
first ever
you
competitive game in a
no,
LAN?
I played two tournaments before. Uh, so this was not the first ever, but this was the first ever 1v1 though. I never
Acha.
played. I don't play 1v1, so this is the first time I'm ever playing a 1v1 tournament. I was telling Gambit I played less than 20 1v1 matches in my life.
And still you are like a badass at it.
Well, these are water games, man. These are I thrive in chaos, so I do not know meta. I'm not. That's why I don't vote Hera.
So you're inspired more by MBL. Thrive in
I'm
chaos.
a huge MBL fan. I love MBL. I love MBL. I wish I can cockroach like him. I love MBL. I'm a gigantic MBL fan. I thrive in chaos.